It do everybody, you already know what it is. It's your boy Ty G back for another video. And I just want to say prayers for anybody who's watching this. Hope you're healthy, hope your family's doing well. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. And we're gonna get straight into this lovely topic today, which is authenticity versus fake. And it's so easy to think about it when it may initially come to your mind, but I think this is a deeper dive that we need to have when speaking about authentic products, authentic people, or even ourselves. Are we being authentic? Are our relationships authentic? Are the people around us authentic? Are we really being authentic enough around everything that we do? Because we see so many fake people, we sell so many fake products. We just see a world of smoke and mirrors and snake oil salesmen that has now become so prevalent that we do not know what is real anymore. We do not know what is authentic anymore. And as I sit here and think about it more and more, I just look at my personal life. You see so many people, they talk about their relationships from high school, their friendships from high school, then your friendships in college, then your friendships at work. You always end up losing a couple people that you thought were real, that you thought were authentic to you. But the relationships that you had with them, the way how they were built, they weren't authentic. Whether that was ex-partners or ex-relationships, whether that was friends that you once thought had your back and they didn't. They may have betrayed you in a way that you can't forget, but you forgive. But you thought how authentic you were and how real you were and how you treated them. You expected the same in someone else. But for those of us who really focus on being authentic, we can't expect how we act in someone else. We can't expect ourselves in someone else. We can't. Because at that point, we're always putting expectations on someone else. And then to us or you who's being authentic, you would think that they're letting you down. But they're really not. Because that might have just not been who they were, but that's the vision that you had for them. And even for myself, I don't come on here to sell you anything. I don't come on in here to sell any products. I come on in here to really speak about things that come to my heart, that come to my mind, that I feel led to talk about, that I might have some discernment to speak about. But there's people who may be on social media, they may be on YouTube, they may be speaking about something, selling whatever product is going to give them some money, talking about how well this product is, how good this is, just so they can make a cut. Are they really being authentic? When we see athletes who are promoting fast food brands, or they're promoting soda, or they're promoting candy, whatever they're promoting, do you really think that they're eating that? Do you really think that they're eating that garbage food that's going to make you sick? It's going to make you obese when they're getting paid millions just to talk about it? And they take care of their body because that's how they make their money? No. And you know it's not authentic. And that's the thing that so many of us crave. We crave authenticity. We crave knowing that something feels real. We do. We truly do. And for so many of us, we look past examples where we see people who may not be authentic towards us, but we still think it's okay. And then when we get burned, we get upset, just like in the beginning, where I explained that we have expectations for people to act like us, who aren't us, who aren't authentic. And that doesn't mean I'm going around calling other people fake and I'm calling this person fake and that person fake. That means that I'm calling the relationships that these people may build with you as just smoke and mirrors. There was really no substance around it. You ever realize in Proverbs 17:17, where it says, a friend loves at all time, but a brother loves through adversity? That's because your brother's going to be with you through thick and thin. But you may have friends who are only around you for the good times, who are only around you when you're out partying, who are only around you when you have good news, who are only around you when you have resources that they can benefit from. When you need help, they may never be around to help you up. When you're going through a rough time, they may never give you a call. When you might be going through some family issues, they never call to check up on you. And that's what I mean about or being authentic or being fake. And for so many of us, it'll start to pop up in your mind. Oh, I know this person has my back. I know this person doesn't. I know I can lean on the person this way. I know I can lean on the person that way. And this is why I said I felt led to talk about it. In reading Proverbs and going through the word, I was able to just see there is relationships that God has showed to us, that God has explained to us, that there's going to be people who aren't your brothers. There are going to be people who aren't your sisters. There are going to be people who you have discernment about. You're like, I don't know if they have the best interest for me. Are they authentic or are they fake? Are there authentic products or fake products? Think about it this way. When, call it a couple years ago, 2012, 2010, Jordans are really big. People would always be looking around to see who's wearing fake Jordans, who's wearing replicas, who's got the fake product. We want to call it out because the real product looks like this. In the same way, do we call out people who's got the fake designer on? They can't afford it, so we're going to call it out. It doesn't have a serial number. It doesn't look like that. The stitching is different. Do we call out people who are being inauthentic in that same way? Who are rocking the fake clothes? Do we call people out for their fake actions? People do it all the time. And a great example about this is Ellen DeGeneres. Having a talk show speaking about how nice she is, portraying that she's so nice, portraying that she loves all the people who are there and that her staff love her. And then lo and behold, stories come out about how she treated her staff, how she treated certain people, how she had this complex of being better than everyone else, had a godlike complex. So on camera, she was nice. Off camera, she wasn't. She was fake. She wasn't being authentic. She was fake. And that's the same way where I come about asking questions myself personally. Do I build authentic relationships? Am I being real with people? Because we can see it with so many examples, even people with families. Look at the Ace family. Oh, we're a happy family. We have kids. We have this, we have that. And the parents, they have a bunch of turmoil going on. But when they're in front of the camera, we have to be a perfect family for the camera. We have to be a perfect family for the media. Being the utmost inauthentic as possible, which to me is crazy because that's what people were craving. They craved that feeling of, oh, we wanted it to feel real, but it wasn't. And we want things to feel real, but we know deep down that there's certain relationships that are fake. Look at the show Love Island. Those relationships are anything but love. Anything but love. And you know it. But seeing the betrayal, seeing the lack of trust, seeing the drama is what you want, and it's just not authentic. So then when you have shows, dating shows, when people break up and they split and people wonder why, it's because no one was being authentic. No one was being real. It was just because there was a camera in front of them. And this is what I mean for so many of us. We could spot out the fake products, seeing which one's real, which one's not. We can spot out the fake celebrities, but we can't sometimes spot out the fake people in our lives. We can't spot out the people who are going to use us because they think they could get some sort of personal gain, who think they're going to get one up on us. And you know what? There might be times where somebody does that, but that doesn't mean that you should now act like them and treat someone else in that same way. No. Stay true to yourself. Stay authentic. Because I know me personally, if somebody thinks they got one up over me, and maybe they did, I'm not going to go and try to say I'm going to do the same thing to someone else or do the same thing back to them. What's the benefit in that? I'm losing myself and doing what they do. I'm not being who I am, which is why we have to ask ourselves this question. If someone is acting fake to you, are you going to, in return, act fake back to them? Or stay authentic and stay true to yourself? Because when you start to act fake back, that's when you start to lose yourself. And it's so easy for us to say we are going to act fake back because I feel hurt, I feel betrayed, I'm upset, I'm mad, I'm angry, but there's no benefit from us to act like how they did. There is none. No matter which way we try to spin it, we know that. And it will weigh on your conscience. I come here to you today not to come from a profound above you complex, because at the end of the day, whether you're watching me from United States, wherever, Asia, Europe, whatever you are, whoever you are, celebrity or not, if you cut me and you cut you, we bleed the same color. That same red that's coming out my skin is the same red that's going to come out yours. So I'd rather be real and authentic towards you than fake. A celebrity is somebody who may have more status, but at the end of the day, that same red that comes out of your arm can come out of theirs too. So I'm not going to treat them any different. I'm not going to act fake because I think there's going to be some financial, there's going to be some social, there's going to be some gain on my end. I'm not going to do that and act fake. No, I would rather be real, because at the end of the day, I get cut, and if they get cut, the same red's going to come out of my arm and the same red's going to come out of their arm. There's no difference at the end of the day. We are all made in God's image. And at that point, I know that I should not be sitting here trying to treat somebody like they are God, like they are my idol, when there's only one true God. And for so many of us, it seems so hard because you have people who have these parasocial relationships. When they see a celebrity, and you ever see where they say, don't meet your heroes? You have this vision of how your hero's going to act when you see them, how this person that you idolize is going to see them, and they don't. That's what I mean. You had expectations. You had expectations on how they're going to act, and they didn't. You can't expect someone else to act like you. You can't expect someone to be as authentic as you are. And if you aren't, maybe this is a wake-up call. Maybe you realize that the relationships that you built are around a whole bunch of nonsense, a whole bunch of nothing, a whole bunch of things that just hold no substance. I don't come on here to judge anybody, to make you feel of less. I come on here to speak about things that weigh on my heart. And this is something that should weigh on everyone's heart. As when we get older, we no longer want to deal with fake relationships, but only things that are authentic. Because when you're lying on your deathbed, and whoever comes to visit you, whoever comes to call you, whoever speaks at your funeral, whoever writes your obituary, those are going to be the people who you had real relationships with. At the end of the day, when you pass away, the relationships are what you're going to remember the most. It's not going to be the partying. It's not going to be the drugs. It's not going to be any sort of relations that you had. It's not going to be the money. It's going to be whoever you had authentic relationships with, whether that's family, friends, your partners, your partner. It's going to be that. It's not going to be about anything else. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll realize that you only want to surround yourself with relationships that are authentic, with relationships that are bringing life into you, not bringing death. And at the end of the day, we always have to remember, stay true to ourselves. No matter what happens to us in the world, no matter what this person says, no matter what that person says, no matter how fake they might have acted, you stay true to you. Because as soon as you try to act like them, that's when you lose yourself. And we're not going to do that. But all right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to get out here. Tap in with me.